Sheridan from Rust Belt Basketball Coaches Network. I hope everybody's off to a fine Tuesday, and those of you who have games tonight, good luck. Go get them. Hey, this is a shooting drill we used a lot during this time of the season. I think most of us, at least in my generation, called this time of the season the dog days, where everybody's kind of dragging. So this is a time of year where a lot of coaches like to implement a lot of new or different shooting drills or shooting games. And this is a great warm up to use after you've gone through your stretching or your plyos or whatever you start practice with. It gets the kids moving. It gets them moving at a cyclical pace where you start off a little bit slower and then increase the speed as time goes, and the kids get a really nice lather up, raises their core temperature, and gets them ready to compete. So it starts off with partners, and I've got blue, and I think that's brown. I'm colorblind, and these symbolize partners here. One partner starts high, one starts low, one starts with a ball, and one doesn't. And we called this drill piston shooting drill, up and down like pistons in an engine. So the passer is going to make an exacting pass. We want offensive chatter here. We want the cutters or the shooters to call out what kind of cut they're making, where they want the ball. And we'll use one as an example. And they're all going to start at the same time. So you have a lot of chaos and confusion, which I always liked in our shooting drills. So one's going to shape up, and you start off taking close range shots. And as they get looser and more acclimated to the basketball, then they can move out. So we say he makes a tight curl here or a vertical. The passer makes the pass, and he jogs at first. It turns into a sprint. He touches half court, as all of these players do simultaneously or at the same time. So the shooter gets his own rebound, and as one is traveling back, he's going to move in or out, whichever, and hit, shoot, continue, hit the half court line. One would chase the ball down, hopefully out of the net, get his rebound, and hit one then as he's coming back down. And again, we're not starting off with threes. One's going to come in here and take a nice close little bank shot or whatever. And again, the other two sets of partners or pairs are doing the same thing, and we'd have this going on at every basket. We might have two groups at one basket or three. We didn't want necessarily more than three at a basket, but a lot of it's contingent on how much room or space or baskets you have. And as this speeds up, then of course your 3-point shooters can start taking threes after they're ready. One of the keys we really held firm on is everybody's got to shoot in their range. And trust me, we did prescribe where we wanted our players shooting the ball from. Another factor you might add into this is one of the shooting details, and I'm sure everybody does this, so I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, and I understand that. But identifying where each shooter shoots the ball best from. And we'd want them taking a majority of their shots where they shoot the best from, especially this time of the year. So it's a quick pace drill. We were very demanding on exacting passes. We wanted the ball to land or be propelled directly into the shooter's shot pocket. We wanted, let's say one's got the ball here and his partner's making a cut. We wanted exacting footwork. We wanted footwork and offensive chatter, high hands, and we wanted the ball to lead the cutter into his shot. So we didn't want to have the shooter reaching behind him or have to go chase it down. We wanted it to lead him directly into his shot. We used the inside pivot foot method throughout my entire career, and to this day, I still believe it's the best. So on this vertical cut, we wanted one's inside foot, which would be his left, to lead him into the shot. And then his right foot is his attack foot. Everything squares simultaneously. Obviously, the hips are going to lead the lower body into squaring, lead the shoulders, and we pursued this drill just like that. And again, you've got a lot of chaos, which I think is good in a shooting drill. And then we would, after let's say a minute and a half, we would say, okay, scores. And what that means is each partner or each grouping is versus the other groups. And you can do it either at their basket or holistically at every basket. And the group who has the most makes wins. And another thing that we would do, which I think is very important to keep things fair, is we would have the people who we primarily wanted making 3-point shots together, and the people who we wanted making shots around the lane or post players in their specific ranges. We would want them together. That way, the scoring is fair. And at times, we would have one coach who was in charge of forwards or guards or whatever. That way, we might have three different scores, but that way it's all um, kind of even keel for the kids. A group of kids who made, let's say, the clock was set at 4 minutes, and a group of kids who made 14 3-point shots. I'm just throwing numbers out there. Didn't get beat by two post players who made 28 shots, but they were shooting from 10, 6 feet, whatever, in. But anyway, maybe you can get some use out of this. The kids loved it. Um, you know, it for us, it beat the heck out of making them do stuff this time of the year where they're doing a lot of sprinting or sideways sprinting, whatever, that didn't necessarily make them better basketball players. But, with the emphasis this time of year, obviously, hopefully they're already in shape. So you're just getting them moving. And you might have some kids with some nagging injuries, and this allows them to kind of get their body warm and shoot through those nagging injuries without a lot of contact. So we did do this year round, but we did use piston shooting vastly more during the dog days than we did necessarily any other time of the year. Anyway, I hope you get something out of this. This will be posted in this week's edition of In Ted's Honor, which will be coming out tonight. And if you'd like to subscribe to our newsletter, shoot us an email at rustbeltbasketballcoaches@gmail.com and we'll get you on the list. It is free, no strings attached. You will not receive any other emails from us except when we send out our newsletter. God bless and good luck this weekend, folks. And tonight, get after it.